Hi guys, it's Nige at Lock and Key Independent Estate Agents, and I hope you're well today. So it's still Monday, and today, just in there behind me, I want to welcome you on the way to, just past outside of Melksham on the way to Devizes. This is a property that's detached with no chain and a big double garage with a big side plot going out on the Devizes ward towards Seend. It's actually called Turnpike Cottage, and it's a lovely 3-bedroom detached cottage with some fine rear views at the back, a lot of gardens at the front. It does need some modernising inside this property. It needs new kitchen and bathrooms and a bit of decorating inside there. It has double glazing, it's got oil heating. It's set right on the road of the Devizes Road, and it's just in there behind me, so you are going to get some road noise. You can see there is a detached double garage with it. There is so much parking with this, guys. It's as you can see it, hear the cars going by me. The sun is in my eyes, but I'm just trying to get you enough of this property first, because with all my tours I'm going to turn the camera around so we can talk about the amenities and where this is located, and then we're going to head into this property into there behind me and show you Turnpike Cottage, which is on the market, will be on the market today. There is no chain, the probate's in, so it will be ready to be sold at some point soon. And look, this is better because you can start to see where the curtilage of the land lies. You can see where my parking is. So 1, 2, there's another vehicle in there. The property's there. That just then backs onto some fields behind me. There is no rear garden because there's a little ditch and some hedging. And then it's just opposite the farm. Further on, you can go into Melksham. The school is just there on the right. You can link up there into Bower Hill. And then you've got some amazing views over here. Of course, that takes you into Seend up here and Seend just further on. Now this is I think the A361. This is on the Devizes Road, so the cars are going to be going along here. And then that will just take you up to Sells Green. If you want to get into Devizes in a car, I reckon a 10-minute drive and you're into Devizes already. There are some cut-throughs. You've got the barge canal just up there. There is the Turnpike garage, which you can get a pint of milk in there. And then further on, like I said, if you want to get into Melksham quite easily in your car, nice 5-minute drive into the car. It's a bit unique, this property, because it's unique all around because of the positioning on the road. There's a bit of garden at the back there, then you've got a bit of garden there, then your detached garage. There's so much scope with this. There's your parking. I'm not kidding, it goes on. And it goes through here, through at the back there, and throughout the back, yeah, there. There's quite a bit to explain with this. There's quite a large plot. There is a ditching area here, and there is a ditch there. So I don't know if anyone was thinking about developing on it, they'd have to overcome these 2 obstacles. But certainly that's open to somebody if they ever want to think about it. But it's not open to anyone now. It's not ever been looked at all. So just to let you know, there's a bit more garden with this. So what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to spin this camera around. I'm going to make a start at the building in front, which is called Turnpike Cottage. Let's get inside there so we can show you the cottage, and then we'll come back out and then we'll have a look at this land again. The easiest thing is just to walk from here to the cottage, just so you can see. There's the garage, and as we walk along, you're going to see the road noise. I don't want to excuse that because it's right on the road there. You can't avoid that at all. And then the entrance to this cottage. It is oil heating. You can see there's an oil tank there. There's a boiler in the utility room, which we're going to show you. There's a little bit of garden there, and there's another little bit of garden here. It's actually quite an attractive cottage built property. It's not a cottage in terms of its age. It's just called, in fact, Turnpike Lodge, not cottage. So that was my mistake. And then further along, as I walk along here, there's going to do a lot of walking with this property because it's very long and wide. There's another garden there. And I love the canopy porch. Love the windows that look out. I think these were probably built maybe late 70s, early 80s. That's my guess. Don't quote me on it, not a surveyor. I'm just giving you an idea of the age of it. I don't think it's any older than that personally. I could be wrong. But let's go through this door and take a look around Turnpike Lodge. And as promised, we're going to go into Turnpike Lodge, in through the door. And this opens up into a nice little rear or side porch, as you call it. Little area there for white goods, door to the rear, double glazed window that just takes you to the side there. And then come back on yourself, so it's great if you want to just kick your boots off, come inside. double glazed entrance door, and now you're into the kitchen. See where I've just put my coat. Obviously kitchen's work surfaces, quite clean and tidy. Someone's going to modernise this, we know. But you've got your range of basin and eye level cupboards. Of course, you've got a double glazed window and door to the side, and I've left the door open purposely so you can see how much traffic noise you can get, because we're not avoiding that. We know it's on the road. Beautiful views over there. I have to say, it's stunning. And then when they bring these electric cars out and they are less noise and it's just the din of the rubber, I think this will be amazing. So I think it's a great little potential, this property, but it's just surrounded by lovely views. You're going to see a lot more views when we're upstairs as well, to the rear. So you're very lucky. I know you're positioned out of town. It is non-estate. There's a lot going for it. Just needs a bit of modernising into this superb sized kitchen. Actually, it's really, really decent. Of course, if I've moved my coat a minute, 1.5 bowl sink unit. But this area here, like I said, it's all going to be, just going to put my coat back there. It's just quite hot this morning. But it's going to be modernised at some point. Come back through to the kitchen, and then you're into utility boot room. Worcester boiler, obviously you've just seen where the oil tank is, which is just in the garden there. And then you've got plumbing for wash machine. Electrics up there. The owners have also said they've got a family relative who's an electrician. They're going to just double check the electrics. If there's anything that needs modernising with this property, they're going to do. I think he's popping over tomorrow. So there will be certificates for anything that needs electrics done. The owners are going to just pay for that and get that done and signed off if there's anything that's too old, that doesn't meet regulation. They don't think there's much, but they're just going to double check for any potential purchaser. So I thought that was very nice of them, and I thought I'd mention it to you guys as well. Let's just turn around. One last look at this kitchen. So this is an area somebody will modernise at some point. And then we're going to go through this little hallway. And it's quite interesting as you go through here, because it's a family home, the probate's in. Fortunately, they've lost their family. So down here would have been the room where the gentleman would have slept, the elderly parent, which was their dad. It's actually a dining room. Turn it around. There's quite a bit of stuff here, but you can see the size of this dining room. And then I think this was the bedroom. And then there's some hedging which they do cut back. But trust me, when we go upstairs, all you're going to see back there are beautiful fields. And actually you see the best view from the bathroom, believe it or not. Because the double glazed window that's not obscure up there, which is usually what bathrooms are. They usually have an obscure double glazed window as a normal double glazed paned window. So you get some great views. So this is the dining room. Opening doors, they just fold open, which is quite a clever idea. Into the dining room. This could be a family room. Hey guys, you could even use this as another bedroom for somebody if you wanted to. But we're not going to call this bedroom, we're just going to call this dining room. But it does show the flexibility of the property. And then it just veers off again. You've got these lovely stairs. These stairs are beautiful. Entrance door, that canopy porch out the back there. There is a loo in here. I'm going to quickly show you. Radiator, cloakroom, toilet, whatever you want to call it. WC, and then the double glazed window to that front. Come back out, and then you've got an understairs storage area, but I want to leave this till later. Come back through again, and then it opens up into the living room. Again, you can see a bed because obviously the elderly parent was there. Double glazed window, sliding doors, fire there with a brick feature, and then double glazed window again. Decent sized room, this guys, really good, which you'll see on the floor plan, but hopefully the video shows you more. And then there's a cute little garden here. And it's just to the side, and I tell you, the other garden, which I don't know what people will do with, is enormous. And I walked down there earlier. I don't even know the size of it. I should have measured it maybe, but I'm just going to put a decent plot with this because it is a decent plot. Come back out again. You can start to see that field creeping over as that hedging is a little bit lower there, but a decent sized room nonetheless for a sitting room with a fire. So let's just recap a little bit, if you don't mind. This is the sitting room. Come out the sitting room, lovely sliding doors, 3 actual aspects here, bringing in natural light. Come back through, the hallway splits because you've got a cloakroom down there, entrance door, turning stairs, understairs, storage cupboard. It's like a little recess area in here, which you can see. And then that takes you into the dining room. Decent size there. And then back out into the kitchen. Of course, you've got your boot room, and then your side or rear porch. So look guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tour so far. Let's get upstairs to look at those bedrooms because they're decent sizes up there. Let's have a look at that rear view in the bathroom as well. As promised, as we walk through here again, I'm going to take a view. Love that natural light coming through here. We're going to turn left, then look at the newels and spindles as we go up to these stairs. I'm just going to stop it there because you can see there's an access to loft space, but look at the landing areas. I love this staircase. It's not old by any means, but it just is impressive. It's really nice. The rooms go left to right, they split. Storage into these there. Open up this cupboard. Of course, you've got more useful storage. And let's make a start. Let's just go into one of the bedrooms. Here we are. Double bedroom, clean and tidy. Radiator. Let's bring this around. And it's not a bad size, is it, for a bedroom? And I think the other two are certainly a lot bigger. And I'm going to tease you with that view because if I pop that camera through there, you'd have an amazing view. But I'm just going to leave that and you'll see why. Lovely little landing area again, just splitting off left to right, bringing in natural light. And then bedroom 2, I'm not naming these in order. Again, another double, quite a mirror to the other one really. Radiator. And those views over to scene that we mentioned, beautiful views, they're over there. And again, decent double. Just come across there. And remember, it is oil heating. I know I've said it a couple of times, just in case you think it is gas, it's oil heating. Tank in the garden, boiler in that boot room. Then we have a pink looking, rough shade pink looking bathroom. And of course it needs modernising. You're going to have a pedestal wash and basin. There's a bidet, low level WC. There's a radiator in there. As I just turn this camera around, there's your panel bath. You come out there, there's your landing that splits. Just brilliant landing. And as I just open this door up there, there's your panel bath. And I thought I'd treat it to that. That's your view. And normally you'd have an obscure double glazed window to your bathroom, but I guess they figured out no one else is going to be looking. And there's your view to the rear. I know nothing about any application on any of these fields or any buildings, so as far as I'm concerned or aware, that's going to still remain the case, but you can never guarantee for the next 100 years, so don't quote me on it. Maybe you'll have to look at that yourself, but as far as I am, that's going to remain. And stairs it is, and it's just a lovely, lovely view. Beautiful. And that's why I said about the bathroom being interesting, because what a great view. I'd love that to have actually be in the bedroom. So if we come around the other side, come back out after leaving you with that view, of course, third but not least, it's the main bedroom. And again, it's really, it really is a decent double. Landing off there, nice window. These guards got a lot of history. I mean, it's obviously been left now. It's with probate, that's come through, I should say. And then there's some executors to deal with. But they used to work on the farm across the road, known it. So everything's linked to the family with these guys. You know, we've known them for years, and they've been there for many generations. So it is a pleasure to work with them. Obviously, it's an emotional time, but now it's the time to sell this property. That's the farm across the road there. And everything's changing, you know, with markets and work and farming, and everything's changing. And then we're into this bedroom. Of course, there's the ensuite. So coming up the ensuite, into the ensuite, I should say, little area there for your wash hand basin, low level WC. And when I pop the camera through here, just open this door a minute for you guys. There's your shower, radiator, and I bet you'll guess from here what you've got out there. Sorry about the window. Stains on it a little bit, just washing down. That is a lovely, lovely view. Now, without being rude, you can stand and have a wee, because there's the toilet right next to me on the right. I don't know about you guys, there are not many properties where you could do that and have a view like that. So I must say, I'm laughing because I think that's lovely. So I know you can't wee forever, but what a great view. We're in the bathroom. Superb. So that's the rear of the property. That's everything behind it, fields going across Pleasant Wiltshire, you know, undulating countryside, because there's obviously bigger fields, and they wave across over there towards Devizes or Bowood and areas like that. So very, very impressive. Coming back out on your ensuite, back into the bedroom. Quick recap, main bedroom, farm across the road, fills the scene that way, ensuite, beautiful landing areas, they split left to right, rooms, rooms, rooms. Again, bathroom, again, view, perfect. And then you're left with bedroom number 3, bedroom number 2, bedroom number 1, bathroom are just there. Let's go outside, let's take a view and walk along those gardens outside, take a look at that detached double garage and go from there. And as promised, guys, as we turn the camera around, back through the kitchen, into the side porch. We're back out into the front now, on the Devizes Road. And of course there is the tank. So I'm just going to go back and show you that front of the property again. And then obviously along the road. Let's just pop the camera in here, just so we can have a look at this garage. They're going to be letting go a lot of things, but look at that pitch. Look at that pitch up there. That is a decent garage. Don't know if you can do anything with it, but it's such a good garage. And I'm only saying that for the potential. Everything's subject to planning, everything's subject to whatever. But I don't know, there may be an idea there, but that is such a big pitch up there. Big garage. Obviously you've got some stairs that can go up. I could have walked up there, but I'm not going to. And that goes up to that pitch. From there to there. Marvellous garage, that. Bring the camera back out. And then we walk along further. Of course, you've got the entrance here. My car's here. And I love these interesting properties. I don't want a boring property all the time. I mean, properties aren't boring to me, but you know, something that's individual like this is brilliant. So they don't come up on the market very, very rarely. So somebody will have an eye on this, a great idea for it, and fall in love with this property, and that's what we want. You know, somebody really wants to live on the outskirts of town, don't mind the road noise as much, and then look at this garden. It just goes on and on and on. And I'm going to keep walking here. I haven't measured it, but you can tell by my walking. We've got another bit here. Remember, I mentioned there's a ditch there and it's a ditch there, so it's quite hard unless you're filling up ditches to do anything with this. Again, I don't know if planners would allow it, but I've given you hints and subtle hints because I don't think they will, but maybe someone could pursue it. But we wouldn't be waiting for a buyer to find out, but certainly that's something that I just wanted to point out to you on either side. And look at this. I'm not lying, guys. I mean, this just carries on. It carries on. It carries on. And I'm not going to walk the way, but as these trees are kissing each other and they're just arching over like a lover's walk in through there, it ends just up there. That's that garden. And I don't need to walk all the way to the end to show you that. I think you've got the picture now of where we are, and you can see how far back my car is back there. And it makes it just an interesting property, really on the outskirts of town. You know, going towards countrysides anyway, and walks and all of these things. It's quite romantic. It's a great little location, in fact, but built on a time, you know, where roads are busy at the moment. You're going to get noise. But in behind there's fields, just miles of fields that way. Beautiful views overseen that way. It is a detached property. You know, it's something worth considering for an individual that doesn't mind a little bit of work, because I think that's what's needed here. Somebody that doesn't mind to do a little bit of work, wants to be out to town and not disturbed anyway that way, but plenty of potential. Hopefully I've made sense of this one. It's a pleasure to talk to you guys, and any questions, it's Nigel at Lock & Key Independent Estate Agents. My number is 01225 707 342. I hope you're all well, and I look forward to hearing from you.